Many of us gardeners do all the right things. We spend hours spreading rich, dark compost over our beds. We mulch with dedication, tucking our plants in with blankets of bark or straw. We might even give them a regular feed with a general-purpose fertilizer, hoping for the best. And yet, sometimes our plants just don't thrive. The leaves might look a bit yellow, the growth might seem stunted, or the fruits might be small and disappointing. It can be incredibly frustrating when you feel you are giving your garden everything it could possibly need, but it refuses to reward your efforts with vigorous, healthy growth. This is a common problem, and it's one I've seen time and time again in gardens all over the country. The issue often isn't about a lack of care or a shortage of organic matter. The secret culprit is frequently hidden deeper within the soil itself. We assume that compost and fertilizer provide everything, but they often miss a crucial piece of the puzzle. They are like a good, hearty meal for your plants, providing the basic energy they need to grow. But what if the meal is missing the essential vitamins and minerals needed for true long-term health? This is precisely what happens in our garden soil over time. Think of your garden soil as a living body. Compost and mulch are like the muscles and flesh, giving it structure and life. But the minerals are the skeleton. Without a strong skeleton, a body cannot stand tall or function properly. In the same way, soil that is deficient in key minerals cannot support robust plant life, no matter how much compost you pile on top. These minerals are the fundamental building blocks that plants draw upon to construct strong cell walls, produce vibrant flowers, and fight off diseases. They are the bedrock of a truly healthy and resilient garden ecosystem. The good news is that this hidden hunger is entirely fixable. It doesn't require complicated science or expensive equipment. It simply requires a slight shift in our understanding of what soil truly needs to be healthy. For generations, farmers and gardeners knew the importance of rock dusts and natural minerals to replenish the land. We've simply forgotten some of this old wisdom in our rush for quick fixes and synthetic feeds. By reintroducing these essential elements, we can transform our tired, underperforming soil into a powerhouse of fertility that will sustain our gardens for years to come. So what are these crucial minerals that our plants are so desperate for? They are often referred to as trace elements, but their role is anything but small. As calcium, for instance, is absolutely vital. It's like the cement that holds plant cells together. When calcium is lacking, you often see problems like blossom end rot in your tomatoes and peppers, where the bottom of the fruit turns black and mushy. It also leads to weak stems and poor overall structure, making plants more susceptible to damage from wind and rain. A good supply of calcium ensures your plants grow strong and sturdy from the very beginning. Then we have magnesium, which is the absolute heart of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is the green pigment in leaves that allows plants to capture sunlight and turn it into energy through photosynthesis. Without enough magnesium, you will see a classic sign of deficiency: yellowing leaves with the veins remaining green. This condition, known as chlorosis, means the plant is essentially starving, unable to produce its own food effectively. It's a clear signal that your soil's engine room is missing a vital component, and the plant's energy production is grinding to a halt. Phosphorus is another one of the major players in the mineral world. It is all about energy transfer, flowering, and root development. If your plants are slow to mature, produce very few flowers, or have a weak and shallow root system, a lack of phosphorus is often to blame. It is particularly important for root vegetables like carrots and parsnips, as well as for getting a good crop of fruit. And let's not forget potassium, which helps regulate a plant's water usage and makes it more resilient to drought and frost. It is key for producing juicy, flavorful fruit. Other trace minerals like sulfur, boron, and zinc play equally important, though smaller roles. A lack of boron can lead to hollow stems in brassicas like broccoli and cauliflower, while zinc is crucial for forming growth hormones. The key takeaway is that a healthy plant needs a balanced diet, just like we do. A deficiency in even one of these elements can cause a cascade of problems. Before you add anything, however, it's wise to get a simple soil test. This will tell you exactly what is missing, allowing you to tailor your approach and add only what your garden truly needs. Once you know what your soil is lacking, you can begin the satisfying work of putting things right. You don't need to buy complex pre-mixed products. Creating your own mineral blend is simple, cost-effective, and allows you to give your garden precisely what it needs. My go-to recipe is a wonderful starting point for most gardens, providing a broad spectrum of essential elements. It is a method of stacking different natural minerals together to create a powerful, slow-release soil amendment that will work its magic for a whole season or more. It is remarkably straightforward. For a typical garden bed of about 10 square meters, I start with a base of agricultural lime or gypsum. Lime provides calcium and helps to raise the pH of acidic soil, while gypsum provides calcium and sulfur without affecting pH, making it better for alkaline soils. To this I add a good dose of rock phosphate, a natural source of the phosphorus that is so critical for root growth and flowering. This isn't a water-soluble chemical, it's a ground-up rock that soil microbes have to work on to release its goodness, providing a steady supply for your plants over many months. Next in the wheelbarrow is a generous scoop of basalt rock dust. This is the secret ingredient for providing a huge range of trace minerals. As ancient volcanic rock breaks down, it releases dozens of different elements that are often completely absent from modern fertilizers and compost. Think of it as a multivitamin for your soil. Finally, I might add some Epsom salts for a quick hit of magnesium and sulfur, especially if my soil test showed a deficiency. Just a small amount is needed, as it is readily available to plants and works quite quickly to green up any yellowing leaves. Mixing them all together is as simple as pouring them into a wheelbarrow and turning them over with a spade until the color is uniform. To apply it, I like to do it before planting a new bed. Simply scatter the powder evenly over the soil surface. There's no need to dig it in deeply. I then like to add a top layer of compost or well-rotted manure right over the minerals. The organic matter protects the minerals and provides food for the soil microbes. Then just give the bed a gentle watering in. This simple process sets the stage for incredible plant health. Applying the minerals is just the start of the magic. To really get things moving, you need to encourage the soil life to get to work. The bacteria and fungi in your soil are the bridge between the rock powders you've added and the roots of your plants. They are the ones who break down these coarse minerals into a form that plants can actually absorb. An excellent way to give them a boost is to water your newly amended bed with a dose of compost tea or a simple solution of water and unsulfured molasses. The sugars in the molasses are like a feast for the microbes, kicking them into high gear. One of the most wonderful benefits you will notice is a dramatic reduction in pests and diseases. A plant that has access to all the minerals it needs is a strong and healthy plant. It has tougher cell walls that are harder for chewing insects to munch through, and its internal systems are better equipped to fight off fungal and bacterial attacks. You'll find you have far less trouble with aphids, mildew, and blight. A healthy plant can largely defend itself, meaning you can spend less time spraying and more time enjoying your garden's bounty and the flavor. This is perhaps the greatest reward of all. Vegetables and fruits grown in mineral-rich soil simply taste better. The minerals contribute to the formation of the sugars and aromatic compounds that give produce its unique taste. Your tomatoes will be sweeter, your lettuces will be crispier, and your herbs will be more pungent. Not only that, but the food you grow will be more nutritious, packed with the very same minerals you added to the soil. You are not just feeding your plants, you are ultimately feeding yourself and your family with healthier, more wholesome food. The best part of this whole process is that it is not a daily or weekly chore. This isn't like watering or feeding. Amending your soil with a balanced mix of natural minerals is something you only need to do once or perhaps twice a year. A good application in the spring will set your garden up for the entire growing season. I urge you to give it a try. Start with one bed, get a feel for the process and watch the results. You will be amazed at the explosive growth and renewed vitality it brings. It is a simple step that yields long-lasting, delicious rewards.